Let's be honest, on some level, The Summer I Turned Pretty is about the desperate, heart-aching need to hold onto a place that feels like magic. For Isabel Belly Conklin, that place is a spectacular beach house in Cousins Beach, a sun-drenched haven with a private dock and a sparkling pool. But we all know it's about so much more than real estate. It's about holding onto a feeling, a memory, the last perfect days of childhood. This show, at its core, is a whirlwind of first love, earth-shattering heartbreak, and the messy, beautiful journey of growing up. It's the story of Belly and the two boys who have orbited her entire life, the brooding, soulful Conrad and the sunny, charming Jeremiah Fisher. For years, she was just the invisible kid sister. But the summer she turns pretty, everything changes. The lifelong friends are suddenly caught in a love triangle that feels as epic and inevitable as the ocean tides, a story that Jenny Han masterfully weaves across 3 emotional seasons. After all the drama, the tears, and the swoon-worthy moments, the show rewards us with an ending that feels like coming home. But not every happily ever after is created equal. Let's break down the final chapters for our favorite characters, ranking their endings from the bittersweet to the absolutely perfect. 5. Jeremiah Fisher, the Consolation Prize. Oh, Jeremiah. We wanted to love him, and sometimes we really did. But let's be real, our golden retriever boy could be petulant and whiny, a kid who crumpled when things didn't go his way. Remember the tantrum over the $750 dark chocolate wedding cake? It was a glimpse into a future Belly wisely sidestepped. His ending feels like the show trying to give him a win after he loses the girl. After Belly learns the truth about what happened at Christmas and calls off their wedding just hours before the I-dos, Jeremiah understandably spirals. He mopes, he drinks, and then, poof. In the finale, he's magically rebooted as one of Boston's hottest young chefs, hosting a showcase back at the beach house. He even shares a sweet, fleeting kiss with a colleague. It's a happy ending, sure. He finds a new passion and seems to be moving on. But it feels a little too neat, a little too sudden. It's like the universe gave him a fancy consolation prize, one that's impressive but lacks the heart he truly lost. 4. Stephen Conklin, the unexpected glow-up. For much of the series, Stephen is just the annoying older brother. His early plots felt like side quests we could have skipped. But as the seasons progressed, something wonderful happened. Stephen grew up. His journey from a goofy, sometimes arrogant kid to a genuinely good man with a heart of gold is one of the show's most satisfying arcs. His story becomes inextricably linked with Taylor's. Their path to happiness is messy and real. They cheat on their boring partners with each other, fight, and break up after a devastating car accident. But their connection is undeniable. By the end, Stephen gets everything he ever wanted, a fantastic job opportunity building a new company in San Francisco and, more importantly, the girl he finally realized he can't live without. His ending isn't just happy, it's earned. 3. Taylor Jewell, the ride or die gets her due. Taylor Jewell is the best friend we all deserve. Fiercely loyal and unapologetically herself, she stands by Belly through every single crisis, a steadfast anchor in the storm of Fisher boy drama. For a long time, her own dreams take a backseat. She sacrifices a PR internship in New York to support her mom and later puts her life on hold to follow Belly to Paris after the wedding implodes. But in the end, Taylor's loyalty pays off in the best way possible. She finds her footing as a talented PR professional and, after all the drama, finally builds a real, honest relationship with Stephen. When he reveals his plan to move to San Francisco, she's initially hurt. But then she makes a choice, not for her mom, not for Belly, but for herself. She realizes that this love is the real thing, and she chooses to follow her heart out west. It's a beautiful moment of seeing the ultimate supporter finally become the main character in her own love story. 2. Conrad Fisher, the poet prince finds his peace. Poor, tortured Conrad. From the moment we meet him, he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, drowning in a grief he can't articulate. His love for Belly is a quiet, intense fire that he constantly tries to smother, pushing her away to protect her from his own darkness. His post-breakup behavior at her prom in season 2 is one of the most heartbreaking moments of the entire series. But his ending is a testament to healing. After hitting rock bottom, getting punched by his brother and rejected by the girl he loves, he doesn't give up. He quietly writes letters to Belly in Paris, pouring his heart onto the page. When he finally makes the grand romantic gesture and shows up on her doorstep, it's not the act of a reckless boy. It's the move of a man who has finally fought through his demons and is ready to love her the way she deserves. He gets the girl, not because of destiny, but because he finally becomes the man worthy of her. 1. Belly Conklin, the perfect full circle. How could the story end any other way? Belly's journey is the heart of it all. She starts season 3 at her lowest, reeling from Jeremiah's betrayal and the chaos of Stephen's accident. The impulsive engagement is a desperate attempt to cling to a safe love, a choice made from fear rather than passion. The moment she calls off the wedding is the moment she truly turns pretty, not on the outside, but on the inside. By choosing herself and escaping to Paris, she reclaims her story. She builds a life for herself, finds new friends, and discovers her own strength, completely independent of the Fisher brothers. So when Conrad arrives, it's not a rescue. It's a reunion of equals. Her voiceover says it all: I have brown hair and brown eyes, and I will always love Conrad Fisher. Their final chase to the train station is pure rom-com perfection. The last scene, with the two of them back at Cousins